Hey guys, what is up? What is up? What is up? What is going on, guys? I am live. I am live. I am oh god. I am coming live. Happy Monday, y'all. First of all, happy Monday. It is a beautiful day here in New York City, and I'm super excited for today because I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I have been working on for a couple of months now. So, before we get into all of that, drop in the comments if you're watching the replay, drop in the comments where you guys are logging in from. And also, if you plan on opening a beauty supply store in 2026, let us know where you plan on opening that store. So, my allergies, first of all, are acting up. Are y'all allergies acting crazy? My allergies are pumping right now. Um, and I just did allergy testing today, so it's just like a lot going on. But we are still here and we are still super excited for what I want to share. So if you guys are new to my channel, if you're watching this on YouTube or Instagram, you're new to the channel, welcome. First of all, welcome to my tribe. My name is Janice Fredericks. I am the retail genius. And I simply just talk about all things retail and beauty supply specifically. So if you've been following me or if you're new to my journey, I've been in this industry for over 15 years. So 15 years, I started with my own beauty supply store in 2010. I opened Fabulous Freddy's. That was the name of my beauty supply store here in my hometown, Queens, New York. Now, previous to that, I had no entrepreneurial experience. I was a finance girly. I was a corporate girly. I went to business school. I worked for some of the top investment banks, arguably in the world. And I pretty much, I would say I realized my dream of like having a corporate job and having a finance background. And I found myself in that corporate job with high levels of anxiety and depression, if you'd ask me, right? So much so that at the point where my anxiety was really high, my doctor prescribed me Xanax because this was during the mortgage crisis. And I was working for the U.S. Treasury Department as a national bank examiner. And we were literally flying all over the country, examining banks, shutting banks down. It was a high pressure job. And he was like, girl, you got to take the Xanax. And I was like, no, I don't. No, I don't. I ain't doing it. And so eventually I was fired. God had to bring me out of that place. And I'm glad he did that way because I probably would have never left. Right. I probably, because, if you work in a corporate job, you work in a nice job and the income is good, like you don't really have that much of a need to leave something that is very comfortable. Right. So God had to get me out of there. God had to get me out of there real fast. And that was my move into entrepreneurship. So I knew I wanted to do something for me. I did not want to take the traditional route of getting an MBA. Like all my other friends got MBAs. And if you know anything about Black women, like we are highly educated. Like we have degrees upon the degrees upon degrees. So this is like our natural thing to just get more degrees, get more educated, to somehow find a job. But I just felt like that just did not make sense for me. Like I had got the education, I got the business degree, I went to a business school, and I worked for the number one investment bank in the world. Like I did all of that, and I'm happy with the journey and happy with what I did. And I knew that now I want to do that for myself. I want to put that same effort, that same energy, that same hustle into my own thing. I just didn't know what the thing was. I knew I wanted to do my own thing. I didn't know what the thing was until I found myself in a beauty supply store, spending all of my money, and seeing other women spend all their money too with people that didn't even speak our language, that couldn't even answer our questions, that had, know nothing about Black hair. Like I just felt like we were being dismissed. I felt like we were being overlooked. Like the average beauty supply store experience is not one that is something that anybody would ever talk about. Like when we go into other stores or we have other retail experiences, it's always something to talk about. But when it came to beauty supply, and it's a place that we go shop at often as Black women, it's never anything to talk about. It's never any experience, right? And so that was the point where I'm like, this is what I want to do. This is a business I want to get into because first of all, I see the money. Like I was standing in a beauty supply store and I saw like $3,000 worth of transactions happen in front of my face, and I'm like, and yet these people don't even like speak our language. They don't know anything about our hair. They know nothing about what we go through. It was just like that was my epiphany moment, because if I, as a Black woman, can know all the products, can have a great experience, and provide the education that we have been missing, then surely this business can be profitable and can be successful, just like I see all the other cultures, doing, profiting off of the Black dollar. Surely I can do this. And I went forward. And I opened my store in 60 days from that decision. That's not hyperbole. I literally made a decision and I took massive action towards that thing. And a lot of times in life, right, we'll have an opportunity and we make a decision, but we don't move with massive action towards that thing. And then we deviate and we fall off and we say next year or the year after that, like it doesn't happen. And so, y'all, I want to just share with you this one thing, right? As I'm just sharing my journey, like when you make a decision, like there's a book called like Failing Forward, and it's just like lean into it, right? Lean into that decision. I was unemployed. Like I had no idea what I was about to do with my life. I just spent a lot of money going to business school. I just came from the top investment bank. I mean, like my mom was just like, go just get another job. Like you got the credentials, you got the resume, you have everything you need to go and just get another good paying job. Like you're going to be fine. Like I just didn't see that for myself. And that's another thing that I learned too, that when God gives you a vision, he gives it to you. He doesn't give it to your mom. He doesn't give it to your dad. So if you try to talk to other people about a dream that you have, right, 9 times out of 10, they're going to try to talk you out of it because God didn't give the vision to them. So that was the other thing. I know my mom loves me. I know that she wants the best for me. But at the same time, I still had to do what's best for me in that situation because God gave me the vision. And so I went ahead, like I said, and opened my store in literally 60 days. Ran those stores, opened multiple stores here in America and the islands, ran those stores for 7 years, became a mom, and then life got really real. And at the time that I was wanting to open more stores and like be this big franchise, like God stopped me once again in my tracks and was like, yeah, we're going to pivot again. And I want you to take this little mentor thing that you're doing that is so cute. Like, cause I was mentoring people like on the side. It wasn't like a thing. I was just like giving out information and having conversations with people on the side. It wasn't anything that I was fully devoted to. Like, this is the main thing. I'm going to take massive action towards this thing. No. God was like, I want you to pivot, and I now want you to help other people do what you did for yourself here in New York City. And I'm like, I am so not interested in that. I am so not interested in doing that. I want to create more stores for myself. I want to be the first Black-owned franchise. Like, I just had this vision for me to be the first Black-owned beauty supply franchise that this world has ever seen. And it was going to be great. There's going to be stores all over. And that was what I wanted. I had no interest in showing people and helping people and shutting my stores down. But once again, when God speaks, you got to listen. Or he's going to pull you out of that thing. So once again, I found myself being pulled out of that situation. At this point, I was married, had 2 kids. Irish twins, which means they're very close in age. And I had these stores and we had to shut them down. This was in 20, this was 2017, 2018, because my son was just born. So I had two babies and I'm like, this is too much. I have these babies, I have the stores, and I have these mentees. And God was just like, what did I tell you to do? Shut it down. So I'm like, okay, shut it down. And then I started to focus fully on the mentees that I had. And then I really thought like, okay, I'm gonna help one or two people, then I'm gonna get back to my thing. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and do what you told me to do, but I'm only gonna do it for a few people because I want to get back to my thing. I want to get back to my dream. I want to get back to my stores and my franchise and my stuff. And God was like, I never said that you was gonna come back here. I never said that. So twice I tried to like not coach and not do this. Twice, two times, y'all. If I'm being honest, twice. Because again, I had no interest in it. And he's like, what I tell you to do? Show the people exactly what I showed you. Give the people what I've downloaded in your brain of 8 years of doing this business. Give them the information. Package it up, give them the information. And I was like, okay. The second time he pulled the rug out underneath me where I was like at a lease signing, wanted to sign a lease for a store in Brooklyn. And that lease signing blew up in my face. And I lost a lot of money on that deal. I was like, okay, we're going to go ahead and do this. And so I started. And each time where I was like, there's going to be no one else to want to open a store and I could just go and back to my normal life and my normal way of doing things, more people would call. We open more stores and we open more stores. And I look up and we are 7 years in to opening stores. 7 years. If you would have told me that I would be doing this for 7 years, I'd have been like, yeah, that's not me. Who, what, when, why? 7 years, tours, a book. Y'all, I actually wrote a book, which is still insane to me. A book, conferences every single year. Let me tell you, when God has a plan, and when God has a mission, nothing is going to get in the way of that. Nothing. And so I just learned, like, when he says to move, just move and be obedient the first time. And this is no different. And so now, y'all, I have taken what I've been doing for the past 7 years, which I have been opening stores. Like, we have the most amazing team, and we have been doing this great work, but it has never been like an official title with an official thing. Like, you date somebody and you've been dating them for a while, but y'all not official. You don't have a title. Y'all just doing what y'all do, and that's it. I decided that it's time to make this official, right? Because we have impacted so many lives and so many stores have been open all over the United States. And it's time to make it official, right? Because we've already been doing this. I already have the best, most amazing team that have helped people open beauty spa stores. And so we just need to make it official. And so here it is, y'all. I have been working for the past couple of months on building out the back end of this agency, right? My new beauty agency, and really trying to figure out like what makes the most sense for what next level looks like for us at this stage where I have the book, I have the conferences, I do coaching, I have courses. Like, there's a lot that we have done over the past 7 years. And what I have found in what we've been doing is making the team open these stores, like having the team actually do this work for our clients. All of it is great and all of it makes sense. The coaches, the coaching, the conferences, the courses, all of it's great and all of it makes sense. But the most impact that we've had is when we're actually able to have the team go out and do the work, like execution, like do the work for our clients. And so we have decided to go ahead and give this business a name. And I wanted to create a name that was going to be universal, that's going to be next level, that, that would just speak to me in a very meaningful way. And so, y'all, Monarch Beauty Ventures is the name. And this, I just love it. I just love this name. What y'all think about this name? I just love this name because we just see us being able to take funding and investment to the next level when it comes to beauty supply stores. So it's going to be beyond, it's going to go beyond just like having people come in and open these stores, but like we really want to create an investment hub for future store owners, right? Because I have a lot of friends in my masterminds that they have the investment, they have the funding, but they don't want to be behind no beauty supply store, right? Then I have clients and I have mentees and I have so many women that just love this business and they want to open a store so bad and they want to quit their 9 to 5 and they want to like just work for themselves, but they also don't have the funding to do it, right? And so I just see a world, I see an ecosystem where I can just combine the two and partner and create amazing partnerships where we can match the funding with the operators, with the people that want to do this business and want to work for themselves. And they, you know what I'm saying? They have the hustle. They obviously have the education because they're one of my mentees, and they have all the things and they have the tools. And they just need the funding, right? So that's where the name Beauty Ventures comes into play, because it's like, it's no longer like me coaching people. First of all, I already explained to you, I never wanted to really coach people. Like that was never my thing. I like wanted to open more stores, and I see this franchise and I see like the Black version of Sephora, Sally's, or Ulta, right? I see that Black version. Thanks y'all for the congratulations in the comments. I see y'all. Thank you. And I see that, right? So like my vision is so great, and I just like, what does the next level look like? Because we've been doing this for 7 years. Like, what does next level look like? And God just gave this to me, right? And so I am super, super excited for this next level with Monarch Beauty Ventures. And literally, y'all, it's no longer a coaching program. It is a beauty supply business development program where we're taking qualified people and pairing them with serious investors, with people that have the funding and have the income, with people that have the education and have the desire and have the grit and the grind and all the things that you need to be successful in beauty supply, right? And we're going to take this to the next level. So I'm really, really excited for all the things that's coming with Monarch Beauty Ventures. And y'all, like, if this has been like a real goal of yours for a while, and you have some of the pieces, you may not have all of the pieces, right? Then this opportunity could potentially be for you. So yeah, I am going to be sharing a lot of the behind the scenes of like how we're opening stores, and more about the team and what we actually do to help people get funded and help people find amazing locations and get their stores open and all that stuff. And I'm really excited for the next level, right? So if that is you, I'm going to drop my link in the chat. So we are going to be having a full like breakdown walkthrough. May 4th is when I'm going to be doing this walkthrough, May 4th, on how we do all this. I'm going to be breaking down the team, the investment, and how we help people get funded and stuff like that. So I just dropped that link in the chat. There are some qualifications, like you need to have above a 620 credit score. You need to be making more than $50,000 a year in your job. Um, and so those are the qualifiers there, because those are the general qualifiers for funding, right? So if you have those, typically you can get into the door. And so we just want to make sure that we are going to be working with like qualified people. Okay, so that's one thing there. But I'm going to be walking you guys through that May 4th. So May 4th is going to be the day of the actual. It's a private kind of like walkthrough of what this looks like. So that's going to be happening May 4th. I just dropped the link there for you guys who are interested. But yeah, I'm super excited for this next level. I'm super excited for the people who are going to be joining us and opening their stores with um, our development firm, our agency, and we're going to just keep this thing moving. So thank you guys so much for joining my live tonight. I do have a training in a minute. So I'm going to log off here. And if you want to join the training, you can log back on. It's going to be on YouTube. So you can log back onto the YouTube. There's no like registration or anything like that. But this is the new logo, y'all. I'm really excited. And I'll see you guys in the next training. Have a good night.